Hey John, it is Bryan, and it is Wednesday, September 4th, 2013. Yeah. Um, Today was my second day of classes. Liking pretty good so far. I'm only taking four. I'm taking linguistics. Well, it's language is the name of the course, but it's an introductory linguistics course. And then human genetics, uh, a literature class called On Beasts and or Of Beasts and Books. Yeah, that's the one. And that's pretty interesting. And then the last one is writing the essay, which is the required How to Write Essays course, which is just as terrible as it sounds, but in a totally different way. Um, so, real quick, linguistics is super interesting. I have a German professor who speaks like broken English, but it's just repaired, I guess, enough for me to understand it, which is awesome. Um, he's really interesting, and yeah, human genetics is taught by just like a white guy. I don't know. He's kind of forgettable, but he seems cool. He has a weird rule where if you use a laptop, you have to be in the back, like the very back row. I don't get that at all. Um, of Beasts and Books is taught by this British woman who kind of is a little stammery, but she seems great. And it seems like she's going to do her best to make me actually interested in the course material. So, let's hope. And then writing the essay is taught by this Asian woman who's currently getting like her doctorate in literature at Princeton, and I don't know why she's here if she's in Princeton, but she is. So she's teaching the course. It's really weird because we haven't it was the first day, and it was just like, okay, read this piece of writing. Now tell me your feelings about the writing, and I didn't like that because I hate feelings. They're terrible. It was just really weird and uncomfortable, and we watched this video of these people destroying a piano, and it was just like, now what were your impressions? And I kind of get that she's trying to make us, think, and that's what writing this is about, it's thinking. But even so, doesn't it, it's just, I feel like we should be working more on communicating and less on thinking, because everybody can think of something. It's just making the words happen. That's the hard part, the important part. It's the part we're not talking about. But, what are you gonna do? Hopefully it'll be easy. It seems like it'll be easy. It's only twice a week, which is great. All my other classes are 3 times a week. So you asked me what your topic you gave me was if I thought that being a geek or a person who likes very specific things that are maybe generally not accepted into the mainstream has made me a better person, and that's a tough question because I really don't know. I like to think so, but that's because I did do those things, and I do like those things, and I like to think I'm a pretty good person. It certainly has helped me understand how easy and arbitrarily people can be kind of discluded, and how to never really accept a stigma for being true. Because, the first time you tried to convince me to play D&D, I was not at all interested. I was, this is just, guys, sweaty guys sitting around a table yelling about their, and I rolled the critical, but it's not. It's really fun, it's imaginative, it's really easy to make fun of people. I had a ton of fun with the group that we play with, and I really hope that we'll be able to continue that when we have, holidays and stuff. So I think that liking the things I have liked has maybe not made me a better person, but it certainly made me the person I am, and it's given me things that I think maybe I wouldn't have learned necessarily the same way as if I had, gone out for sports or I don't know, something else. But I mean, I'm sure that kids who play sports understand how quickly divisions are made just because of cuts and different levels of like JV versus varsity. But it's not. I don't know if it's necessarily the same because those are merit based, and the exclusion you get by saying like I really like Star Wars when nobody had heard of Star Wars back in like fourth grade. I think it's harder because it's not merit based. The differences aren't like, well, there's a motorcycle driving by. It's very kind. My windows are open. By the way, this is the dorm room. It's not that interesting, but there it is. But it's a very different kind of exclusion when it's you like a thing we've never heard of. That's weird. Rather than, well, I guess I was just not good enough to make it to the good team, and I have to play on the medium level team. So yeah, I think it's certainly helped in some aspects. Earlier, I was talking about how my writing the essay class is really just bad, but for completely different reasons than I expected. So, for your topic for next week, I want you to talk about a time when your expectations were not met by something, and it was drastically different, and that revelation changed you somehow. A time when that happened. Hopefully that's happened to you. I think that about wraps it up, and I'll talk to you next week. She's not afraid of all the attention. She's not afraid of running wild. How come she's so afraid of falling in love?